We can't talk about electric vehicles without talking about China. As North America moves slowly and reluctantly into the space of electrification and green energy, the Chinese market is flooding with battery-powered alternatives to everyday transportation. The country's enthusiasm for EVs has sparked a gold rush-style boom, with new companies and products popping up left and right. And Chinese consumers are buying them up hand over fist. There are literally hundreds of EV companies operating right now. So we're not going to get bogged down trying to mention everybody, but today we're going to spotlight a handful of the best and most interesting electric vehicles based in China. Behold the #1 selling electric car in all of China, the Hongguang Mini. This weird little box leaves the Tesla Model 3 and Model Y in the dust when it comes to volume in the Chinese market. As of now, Wuling are able to crank out around 30,000 of these cars every month. In their first year of production, from June 2020 to June 2021, there were around 270,000 of these cars sold in China. The company expects that by the end of 2022, their annual deliveries will hit a high of 1.2 million cars. Now, the Hongguang Mini obviously has a major advantage on its side: the price. This thing isn't just an affordable EV, it's cheap, like dirt cheap. The starting price comes in at just $4,500 US. Even fully loaded, you'd still be able to get one for around $6,000 bucks. And for that money, you get a car with 2 doors, 4 seats, and a sliver of trunk space. It's about the same size as a smart car, and the Mini is powered by a single rear-mounted electric motor that makes a ferocious 27 horsepower. That's good for a top speed of 62 miles per hour. There are 2 lithium-ion battery options. Standard range gets you 75 miles on a charge, and long range bumps that up to 106 miles. That's about all you get for the money though. Unsurprisingly, the fit and finish is as bare bones as it gets in a consumer vehicle. I've heard the quality of the interior described as somewhere in between an economy car and a portable toilet. But for real though, we can hate on this car all day long, but the fact is that the Chinese consumers love it, especially young women. About 2/3 of all owners are female. The company behind the Mini is actually a conglomerate of 3 large corporations: 2 Chinese state-backed automakers, SAIC Motor Corp and Guangxi Automobile Group Co., and the American company, GM. Yeah, General Motors have a stake in this Chinese electric mini box. The joint venture dates back to 2002. The trio of automakers built their business selling microvans, a sliding door workhorse vehicle preferred by contractors and delivery drivers. These vans sold in the millions, and they earned the nickname the breadbox car in Mandarin. Their current product is about as far from the original van as possible in terms of marketing and promotion. The Mini is very much a car for the young and stylish consumer, and the people working on the car reflect that. The average age of the team behind the Mini is just 27 years old. And their target market is even younger. They're really aiming this car at Generation Z. That's pretty much anyone 25 years old or younger. They let the customer use the car as a fashion accessory, offering it in a bunch of intense colors like avocado green, lime yellow, and white peach pink. Then the customer has the option to cover the exterior with a bunch of stickers that reflect whatever they're interested in. It could be Hello Kitty, outer space, sports. In the end, nearly every Mini is going to be unique to the person who buys it. I know it's not the most exciting car out there, far from it in fact, but you can't argue with those numbers. The Mini is a hit. Let us know what you guys think of the Mini. If you were under 25, is this a car you would consider purchasing? BYD stands for Build Your Dreams, and they are a heavy hitter in the world of electric vehicles. On a global scale, BYD is second only to Tesla in terms of units sold. On average, Tesla sells 42 electric vehicles per hour around the world, and BYD sells 26. BYD don't just stop at cars and SUVs, they have a hand in everything from electric buses to electric garbage trucks. They have also been a focus of interest in the US for over a decade, ever since Warren Buffett bought 225 million shares in the company back in 2008. By October 2020, Buffett's original investment of $232 million had grown to $4.5 billion. a nearly 19 times increase. The two consumer vehicles from BYD are the Tang and Han. The Tang SUV was introduced into the Norwegian market in July 2020, costing around $71,000 in that country, while offering a 313-mile range and 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds. Considering the size of the Tang, it's in a similar class to the Tesla Model X, and with similar performance, but with a cost more in the same ballpark as the Model Y. Chinese EV makers often use Norway as a market to break into sales outside of China because the EV adoption rate in that country is so high right now. Over 50% of all light vehicles sold in Norway in 2020 were electric, and that percentage is only going up. The BYD Han, on the other hand, is a mid-size sedan in a similar class to the Tesla Model 3 and was released in China last July. The car is already outselling most of its Chinese competitors. There are various versions of the Han, including a plug-in hybrid, but the top all-electric model can reach 60 miles per hour in 3.9 seconds, which isn't far off from a Tesla Model 3 performance. The Han uses lithium iron phosphate or LFP batteries in a very unique configuration that BYD calls the Blade. It's totally different from cylindrical or prismatic battery cells that we usually find inside an electric car. It basically looks like a solid bar of metal. Iron phosphate batteries are safer and cheaper than lithium ion. LFP won't burst into flames when the cell is punctured. As well, this iron-based chemistry uses zero cobalt in its construction, making it more sustainable and more ethically sound than standard EV batteries. There are even rumors out there that Apple may be interested in using the BYD Blade battery for their own long-rumored electric car. The flagship model of the Han only costs $40,000 in China, which is about the same cost as the standard range Model 3 from Tesla. BYD has shown this car off in Germany, but hasn't revealed plans to sell outside of China yet. XPeng is a really interesting company because they are not so subtly gunning hard for Tesla in terms of market share and technology. They launched their first vehicle a couple years back, the G3 crossover SUV. It's a solid car with some nice options like all-wheel drive and a maximum range of around 325 miles. But it's not all that exciting. Only about as fast as your average economy car, and not packing much in the way of unique tech. But that all changed a year ago when XPeng dropped their P7 sedan, which was almost instantly dubbed the Chinese Model 3. And no surprise there, the P7 is sleek, luxurious, fast, and offers pretty respectable range. But in addition to that, the XPeng now offers a level 3 autonomous driving feature that more or less keeps pace with Tesla's Navigate on Autopilot feature that is exclusive to their full self-driving upgrade package. It means that the P7 can steer itself in a highway driving situation, with car making its own lane changes, taking interchanges, and off-ramps autonomously. Like Tesla, XPeng sees automation as an integral part of its strategy, but unlike Tesla, they use a combination of radar cameras and high-precision maps for self-driving. While Tesla strips down their autopilot system to only use camera vision, XPeng are moving to up their radar system by introducing LiDAR sensors into the upcoming P5 mid-range sedan that will be coming later this year. The LiDAR sensors add a lot of extra cost to the vehicles. They're about $1,000 a piece, and you need 2 of them. But XPeng are confident that a LiDAR-powered navigation system will allow their new car to self-drive at release, not only on highways, but also on the urban city streets of China. Of course, that's given that the streets have already been digitally mapped in high definition first. There has been a little bit of controversy surrounding XPeng, particularly in its rivalry with Tesla. Elon Musk has not been shy about accusing them of stealing his software, and Tesla even went as far as filing a lawsuit against one of their former employees who might have given away company secrets to the Chinese carmaker. Tesla's lawsuit claimed that a former engineer had copied the source code for Autopilot onto his personal device before quitting Tesla to join XPeng and work in their autonomous driving team. The former Tesla employee claims that he deleted the file before leaving the company and never transferred it to the Chinese automaker, which is obviously suspicious, and this isn't even the only case for this kind of behavior. An ex-Apple engineer has also been hit with legal action for allegedly stealing company information and bringing it over to his new job at XPeng as well. The two cases are so similar that it's pretty hard to dismiss this as all just a big coincidence or misunderstanding. Tesla eventually settled their lawsuit against the former employee for a confidential sum of money, and it's safe to assume he was reimbursed for that loss by his new employer. It's a fun bit of drama, obviously. All major corporations have their fair share of shady backroom dealings. They all do it. Xpeng just happened to get caught twice. And then there is NIO. They're a really fun company. I love NIO so much that we made a whole video on them a little while ago, so I'm not going to repeat all of that here. You should watch that video next if you dig Chinese cars. There's actually probably a link on the screen coming up very shortly or down below in the description. But let us know which one of these companies you want to see arrive here in North America first. Do we want to see another Tesla competitor hit the States or something more unique like the Mini? Comments down below. Don't forget to sign up for the Tesla Space newsletter to get yourself entered into our Tesla Tequila prize draw. You'll get the details when you subscribe. Plus, we deliver all the updates on Tesla, SpaceX, Elon Musk, and of course Neuralink in a quick, fun, and easy-to-read package. Link to join is in the description below. It's theteslaspace.com. Once you sign up, be sure to check your promotions tab to make sure our emails are going to your main inbox. If you want to continue to learn about everything regarding Tesla, SpaceX, and Elon Musk, we've got 2 more video options for you on the screen to check out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up today if you liked it, and subscribe to our channel for weekly content just like this.